So a few people are asking, how do we fit all of these communication systems together? So we'll make a few sort of tutorials about how to put it together, take it apart, sort of take care of it so it lasts long term. The first thing, of course, is to fit these are the microphones that you speak into, that go inside the mask, so they're inside the sort of face chamber and right next to your mouth. So that's where you would speak and communicate to your diver buddy or to the surface. And then of course there's the earpieces where you listen from. In the standard ear and mic system, there's one on each side with these sort of neoprene clips. And with the buddy phone, which is only on one side, the economical version, which has the transducer and the earpiece here, that hangs on one side with the microphone in the mask. Yeah. So it's the same process if it's the Guardian or the Spectrum mask, and if you need to fit these to other masks, that's pretty similar. The similarity is that there will be a port plug that you have to remove and then add the microphone in, and of course make sure it seals properly. So for the Spectrum, you can see on this Guardian here, I'll take the second stage out. The second stage just comes out with this sort of a red button in here. So you push the red button, like this, push the red button, there, and then the second stage will come out. So put that to one side, and then you can see better in here, there's the microphone already. And then this is the button, which is the push to talk button. So when you're speaking underwater, you need to be much more precise and deliberate than normal. So you listen, wait for someone to finish talking or say over, and then you'll push the button, wait a second, then start speaking very clearly so they can understand over, and then release it, of course, after you say over. And then if you're using helium, of course, it'll change the way your voice sounds too. So your mic's in here, this has to seal. Once we install it, seal. And then there's the two wires here that go to the two earpieces that are already installed on the this is the spider straps for holding the mask in place. Obviously the Guardian is slightly different. It has a surface air valve here. So when you're on the surface, you'd wind that, you have fresh air coming and going. On the Spectrum, you don't have the surface air valve. You could install one on the second port. You've got your regulator, of course, in front here. And then you put a tie, like a zip tie, onto the inside to hold it in place. You could have a surface air valve. You could have, if you wanted to, another second stage if you had the right attachment, and you have your comms on the side. So you have a special tool which comes with each of the masks, and that tool, sort of the shape of the tool fits inside this outer retaining ring. So if I hold with my left hand, I'm holding the inside, and it'll be a bit tight from you, and then you crack it open, and you can just keep pulling, or you can take the tool out, move it around, slide it in, like so. So then you'll take this off, this outer retaining ring off, and then there'll be the threading on the inner plug, which will come out. Okay, and you can see how there's the sealing surfaces. Of course, the silicon skirting here is how it seals. You can see where it's sealing in there. Okay, so we'll just put this to one side. Now, I'll install this microphone. So you can see this retainer ring is sort of housed inside the push to talk button and the microphone assembly. And you'll see there we need to slide the skirting inside. So make sure that all that positioning is correct. We want our cable to go down from the mast. The cable is going to go down to our power comm over here, which is that's the long 3 kilometer range wireless version. And then this other earpiece is going to come up onto here, onto our right hand ear, and then the other one can go over the top and be strapped on, or it can come underneath and be strapped on. Okay? So let's first put the microphone on into the mask. So you'll sort of slide the microphone piece inside, like so. So it's sort of in. And then you see the skirting here, you sort of, I'll try and do this slowly, you sort of wrap it around and then it's all falls into place. Yeah, make sure our wires are going in the correct area. That's good. So then, once we've decided that everything's central and it's going to seal, you can check your seal before you do the ring up. You hold, you can see now the microphone's on the inside. Okay, where we're going to be speaking, next to where our mouth is. And then we'll tighten up this outer retaining ring so that it creates a seal and doesn't let water inside. There we go. Yep, good. Now if you want to, you can nip it up at the end. I put my tool in. Hang on. There, put my tool in. Oh, I nipped it up so it's a little bit tighter. Like so. And of course, you'll always, after doing any adjustments with electronics or water tightness, when you jump in the first time, you have to adjust your straps in the correct manner, of course, and then try and breathe on the surface just while you're underwater to check that it's all sealing correctly before you go for your actual dive. So now that piece is in. So we've made sure that our earpieces can be strapped on. We've got a top and a bottom clip. So we're going to put our top and bottom clip on like this. You can see the two clips here. Clip around this right hand upper strap, and the bottom one, clip it around that top and bottom strap like that. And you can tell it's the right way, the OTS is the right way up, the OTS is the right way up. And you sort of want the wire to be free so that it's not getting interference. So what I can do is I can actually loosen, see how it's a bit bent? I can actually loosen my retaining ring. I can rotate my microphone like that and then tighten it up again, like so, and then I can lift it up again. So then this next microphone, I'm going to take it under my chin, see, and then wind it up like this. So now also you can see, put the two clips on, clip. Oh, I'm not looking at what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. So clip, clip, so it's on the upper section, and same here, clip, clip, same OTS logo. Now the wire of course is coming underneath the chin, so it should be away from everything. There is a way where you can take it over the top, which I've done. It just depends on which orientation of your microphone and what suits your configuration best. If you're carrying 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cylinders or multiple rebreathers, your routing will differ depending on where all of your other accessories are. Okay, so that's fitting the ear and mic section. Of course, now we have our cable which goes down to our power unit and our transducer, and that's belt mounted, or you can put it in your pocket, of course, and then plug it in. Okay. So if we do a removal, obviously it'll be the same thing in reverse. Take off all of our clips. That's free, and then use that tool, unnip the outer retaining ring, open it up, and like so. Easy, right? Okay. So of course, when we're diving, we don't really want to get salt water on these, so you have to make sure that they stay dry. If not, they do have a hydrophobic membrane, and so you need to rinse them in really clean water to avoid any kind of possible future corrosion issues. So we'll do another maintenance video on that a bit later. Now we can put this to the side. If I do the same thing for the buddy phone, so I've got my buddy phone assembly, open my retaining ring, microphone goes in, exactly the same as before, tighten up my retaining ring, orientation of the wire. Now I know here that I've got my buddy phone, and I have to actually put it onto my ear, and I can actually see here, see the strap here? The strap actually slides down like so, into the buddy phone. So I can hear from here, and I've got my transducer. My 9-volt battery goes inside this cover, which has a O-ring seal on it, and then I've got my mic piece like this. It's pretty very compact. It doesn't have the range that the PowerCom has, a few hundred meters, a few kilometers. So that's that, and like I said, and then after that you add your second stage and surface air valve. Like I said before, exactly the same for the Guardian. We can talk about the differences in mass, but of course the Guardian does come with a pre-installed second stage, which I showed you how to remove, and is a bit sturdier, you would say, with the surface air valve. Still has the 5-strap spider at the back. So all of this can be done, come with me, all of this can be done for any different colored masks as well. You can store all of you can take them out really easily, now you know how to do them, and they can go inside your bag, you can travel with them. When you've got your surface unit, you can pack it all up into here. That's the surface unit over there. And a lot of it does fit inside, and inside that bag. Ear and mic assembly and installation. I think that's good. Any questions you have, you just ask us and we will help you. And I think we're going to make another video on the maintenance and on actually joining the diver to diver units and diver to surface, which channel, squelch. So if they're interesting, you can see those too soon.